Today on Global Bike Buzz, we dive into a machine that needs no introduction, a legend that has ruled the hyperbike world for over 2 decades and still continues its dominance with a presence so commanding that even its competitors acknowledge its authority. This is the 2026 Suzuki Hayabusa GSX-1300R, a motorcycle that carries one of the most iconic names in motorcycling history, Hayabusa, the peregrine falcon, the apex predator of speed. This new generation brings an evolution of power, refinement, and aggression while keeping the core DNA that made the Hayabusa the undisputed king of hypersport motorcycles. So sit tight, because you're about to experience a deep dive into the engineering, character, personality, and raw performance that make the 2026 Hayabusa a machine like no other. From the moment you lay your eyes on the 2026 GSX-1300R, you can tell Suzuki worked tirelessly to refine the aerodynamics. Every curve, every line, every vent has a purpose. The bodywork is sculpted to slice through air with minimal resistance while pushing maximum downforce to keep the bike stable above 300 km per hour. The redesigned fairing integrates new wind channels that guide turbulent air away from the rider's shoulders, reducing fatigue during high-speed touring. Its LED lighting setup features a sharp, hawk-like headlamp cluster paired with floating DRLs that give the bike a modern, sinister expression. Suzuki improved the drag coefficient even further, claiming one of the best aerodynamic efficiencies in the class. And when viewed from the side, the 2026 Hayabusa looks like it's moving even when parked, low, stretched, and unmistakably muscular. Under the fairing lies the heart of the Hayabusa legacy, a 1,340 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine, refined with new materials, upgraded internal components, optimized cooling passages, and a revised ECU for even smoother yet more brutal performance delivery. Suzuki has embraced a philosophy of usable hyperpower rather than chasing outrageous horsepower numbers on paper. That means explosive acceleration, seamless power band progression, and instant torque at any RPM. The 2026 model generates around 195 horsepower and well over 150 Nm of torque, but what matters most is how incredibly refined this engine feels. It pulls like a freight train from the moment you crack open the throttle. The ride-by-wire system has been recalibrated for more predictable response, ensuring that even with so much power, riders can manage the Hayabusa with confidence. Performance is where the 2026 Hayabusa proves why it's still the benchmark. The bike rockets from 0 to 100 km per hour in under 3 seconds and continues to surge until it reaches its electronically limited top speed of 299 km per hour. But the magic lies not just in top-end speed, it's how effortlessly the Hayabusa reaches those speeds. Twist the throttle, and it feels like the horizon is being pulled toward you. Power delivery is silky, progressive, and shockingly refined, making the bike surprisingly manageable even for long-distance touring. The 2026 Busa also comes with Suzuki's latest intelligent ride system, featuring a full suite of electronics, 10-level traction control, launch control, engine brake control, anti-lift control, cornering ABS, cruise control, bi-directional quickshifter, and power mode selector. These systems work together seamlessly, allowing the rider to customize the bike's personality, calm and composed in daily commuting, aggressive and razor-sharp when the road opens up. The chassis is a modern evolution of the proven twin-spar aluminum frame, now reinforced for better rigidity and improved feedback. Suzuki shaved weight in key areas while strengthening spots that improve cornering stability. Suspension duties are handled by fully adjustable KYB front forks and a rear shock designed with both comfort and pinpoint precision in mind. The balance between stability and agility is where the Hayabusa shines. It may look big, but the handling is surprisingly nimble. Once leaned into a corner, the bike feels planted and unshakable. Its weight, often seen as a disadvantage, actually enhances stability at high speeds and gives the rider confidence. Braking power comes from Brembo Stylema calipers paired with large dual front discs, offering tremendous stopping capability even from hyperspeed territory. Climb onto the bike, and the cockpit welcomes you with a mix of classic analog dials and a modern TFT display. Suzuki listened to longtime Hayabusa fans who preferred the iconic analog tachometer, so they kept it, now paired with multicolor illumination and a central TFT panel that displays ride modes, lean angles, acceleration data, and detailed bike diagnostics. The ergonomic triangle is slightly revised for 2026, offering better long-ride comfort without sacrificing its sporty posture. The seat cushioning is denser, and the heat management system underneath the riding area significantly reduces the warmth felt on longer journeys. It's still a performance bike at its core, but it's noticeably more comfortable than many supersport machines. Design refinement continues across the tank, tail, and exhaust system. The tank has deep knee indents for improved grip, while the tail remains sleek, aerodynamic, and distinctly Hayabusa. The new exhaust setup not only looks premium but also produces a deeper, more aggressive note, one that rumbles with authority even at idle. Suzuki tuned the system to provide a signature growl during acceleration, a sound that Hayabusa fans will instantly recognize. And unlike many hypersport bikes focused solely on track use, the Busa still offers practicality with a spacious pillion seat, decent wind protection, and surprisingly acceptable fuel consumption for a bike with this level of performance. Now let's talk about what makes the 2026 Hayabusa truly unique. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a symbol. An icon. A machine that represents raw speed, dominance, prestige, and engineering mastery. Most modern bikes chase trends, but the Hayabusa continues to define its own category. It offers hyperbike performance with superbike precision, touring comfort with street-friendly manners, and a design language that doesn't blend into the crowd. Anyone can buy a fast bike, but only a Hayabusa gives you a sense of tradition and identity. It's a bike that commands respect whether it's parked or flying past at full throttle. Riders don't simply own a Hayabusa, they join a worldwide brotherhood shaped by decades of speed and innovation. Another selling point is the sheer reliability of Suzuki's engineering. The Hayabusa has a reputation for bulletproof durability, often running extreme mileage with minimal issues. The 2026 version continues that legacy with improved cooling, stronger engine internals, and upgraded electronics designed to withstand high-performance riding. For riders who want a bike that can serve as a daily commuter, weekend rocket, long-distance tourer, and occasional drag strip monster, the Hayabusa is one of the few machines that checks all the boxes without hesitation. Finally, let's talk about price. The 2026 Suzuki Hayabusa GSX-1300R is expected to launch at around $20,999, depending on region and taxes. Considering the performance, refinement, technology, and heritage you're getting, this price places the Busa as one of the most value-packed hyperbikes in the world. It's more affordable than several liter-class superbikes yet delivers a riding experience that few motorcycles can match, regardless of price. So there you have it, the 2026 Suzuki Hayabusa GSX-1300R, a motorcycle that continues to reign as the king of speed while embracing new-age engineering and rider-focused refinement. It takes everything riders loved about the Hayabusa and elevates it without sacrificing its identity. It remains bold, intimidating, elegant, and thrilling. Whether you're a longtime fan or someone discovering the legend for the first time, this machine proves once again why the Hayabusa is and will always be a masterpiece of performance motorcycling. This is Global Bike Buzz, and this was your full deep dive review of the 2026 Hayabusa. Stay tuned for more stunning motorcycle breakdowns, and keep riding with passion.